Hey y'all. So, yesterday I was in my church service and I heard someone scream. I heard someone do that. And then after that, I went back to service and I listened to service. Now, obviously, this was my imagination. I didn't hear it again, but just in my head, I guess. I don't really know why, but it was just in my head. But it did get me thinking, are we behind? And what I mean by that is, are we so enwrapped in our own spiritual and religious aspects and religious studies that we can't see that this world is hurting, we can't see that this world has a problem, or a more dangerous aspect, we know that the world has a problem, we just choose to ignore it. That's exactly the easiest way, right? For Christians, the easiest thing, one of the easiest ways to not sin is not to be in the place where sin is. So that's exactly the easiest thing, just to separate ourselves from the world problems and be in our own little bubble and everything. But I want to turn your attention to Matthew 28:18 through 20. Again, it's Matthew 28:18 through 20. If you have if you have your Bible, you don't have to turn to me if you don't want to. But again, then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And so I am with you always to the very end of the age." Guys, this may be. I understand how it can just be so easy to just live in your little bubble and maybe just pay attention to religious, uphold religious tradition, uphold righteousness and everything. I get that. But judging by this verse and a whole lot of other stuff in the Bible, that's not what we're called to do. Jesus himself said to go and make disciples, and Noah will be with you to the very end of the age. What this tells me is, if you put yourself on the line and you put yourself out there for the sake of Christ, then he's got you. He'll be with you. And yes, I know that was written as a disciple 2,000 plus years ago, but this has applications for us too. This applies to all Christians of all eras, not just the Christians of that era. God came down, sent his Son down to redeem us so that he can have eternal life with us. But he can't do that if we don't tell people about him. If we have a mindset of sticking our head in the sand, and if we have that mindset of, oh, I'm just gonna ignore the world, I'm just gonna ignore the world. It'll all burn anyway. God will burn this away anyway. We can't do that. As Christians, we can't do that. Also, one more thing. A lot of people don't know what to say or don't know whether they say anything when selling the gospel. But if you live for Christ, and if you put yourself out there for Him, He'll radiate in you. I mean, it'll come out. It'll come out of you one way or the other. Preaching is not the only way you can say the gospel. I mean, through accents, through anything really. People have different spiritual gifts, and a lot of people's spiritual gifts isn't talking, isn't preaching, it's accent. That old saying, accent speak out in the woods. Guys, we can't afford to be behind His sword if you want to be followers of Christ. Because Christ certainly wasn't. And Christ certainly wasn't behind the art struggle and art strife when He came down and He paid the price for us to redeem us. Ladies and gentlemen, Christ will be with you, whatever you do. I love you, God bless you, and I'll see you next week.